Hello viewers, in this video I'll start with the next topic in integrals, which is integration by partial fractions. I'll also discuss the questions from exercise 7.6. Now these are the questions from exercise 7.6 of chapter 7 integrals from the book Class 12 Applied Mathematics by M.L. Agarwal. We have to evaluate the following integrals. The first one is integral x minus 1 upon x minus 2 into x minus 3 into dx. When we have integrals of such type, we can integrate these functions using what is called the partial fractions. So how we can integrate these functions using partial fractions, that we will see now. Let us take this as equal to I. Now let us take this integrand x minus 1 upon x minus 2 into x minus 3 as a divided by the first factor x minus 2 plus b divided by x minus 3. So if we take LCM, here if we take LCM, we will get a into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 2 upon x minus 2 into x minus 3. So in the left hand side and the right hand side, those two will go. So what we will get is x minus 1 is equal to a into x minus 3 plus b into x minus 2. Now what we have to write is equating the coefficient of x term and constant term. On both sides. When we equate the coefficient of x and constant term on both sides, here we can see that the coefficient of x is 1. Here we can see that the coefficient of x is a plus b. So 1 will be equal to a plus b. Then here the constant term is minus 1. That will be equal to, here the constant term is minus 3a and minus 2b. So minus 1 will be equal to minus 3a minus 2b. So we get 1 is equal to a plus b, and equating the constant term. Constant term in the left hand side is minus 1. In the right hand side it is minus 3a minus 2b. Now we have to solve these two equations. If we solve these two equations, we will be able to get the values of a and b. So 1 into 2 plus the second equation. If we do this, we get 2 minus 1 is equal to 2a plus 2b minus 3a minus 2b. So plus 2b minus 2b will go. We get 1 is equal to minus a, or a is equal to minus 1. Now from the first equation we can find b. So from 1 we get 1 is equal to a, we got minus 1 plus b. So b is equal to 1 plus 1, which is 2. So we got a is equal to minus 1 and b is equal to 2. So what happens? So we have taken the given integrand as this integrand x minus 1 upon x minus 2 into x minus 3, we have taken as a by x minus 2 plus b by x minus 3, and now we got a as minus 1 and b as 2. Now if you want to integrate this, we can integrate these two separately, which is easy to find the answer. So let me continue here. So I will be equal to integral, this whole thing we have taken as a by x minus 2 plus b by x minus 3, and we got as minus 1, so it is minus 1 by x minus 2 plus b we got as 2 by x minus 3 into dx. So this is equal to minus integral dx by x minus 2 plus 2 integral dx by x minus 3. Now it is very easy. We know that integral dx by x is log x, log mod x. So here dx by x minus 2 will be minus log mod x minus 2 plus 2 into log mod x minus 3 plus c. So here we took x minus 1 upon x minus 2 into x minus 3 as a by x minus 2 plus b by x minus 3. Here we have to solve for a and b, and finding the values of a and b was time consuming. So in the next question I'll explain an easy method from which we can find a and b in a less time consuming manner. So the answer for the given integral is minus log mod x minus 2 plus 2 log mod x minus 3 plus c. The next question, integral 3x plus 5 upon x square plus 3x minus 18 into dx. So here we can see that the denominator is a polynomial of degree 2. So we have to factorize this polynomial. Only after finding the factors, we will be able to integrate this using partial fractions. So let us take this as equal to I. So when we factorize this x square plus 3x minus 18, we get x plus 6 into x minus 3. Now we can take, let 3x plus 5 upon x plus 6 into x minus 3 equal to a divided by x plus 6 plus b divided by x minus 3. So from this we get 3x plus 5 is equal to a into x minus 3 plus b into x plus 6. Now we have to write the step equating the coefficients of x and constant terms. So here if we want to equate the coefficient of x and constant terms on both sides and then solve for a and b, it will be slightly time consuming. On the other hand, what we can do is, here if we substitute x as minus 6 in this equation, the term with b will go. Here this will be 0 and we will be able to find a. If we substitute x as 3, then the term with a, it will become 0 and we will be able to find b. So when we substitute x as minus 6, here we will get, here minus 18 plus 5 is equal to a into minus 9. Or here we will have minus 13 is equal to a into minus 9, or we get a is equal to 13 by 9. And similarly, when we substitute x as equal to 3, we will not have the term with a and we will be able to find b. So if we substitute x as 3, here in the left hand side, we will get 14 is equal to b into 9, or from this we get b is equal to 14 by 9. So we were able to find a and b very easily. If we are asked these type of questions in MCQs, we can find a and b using this method. You can do it very fast. So the given integral becomes I is equal to 13 by 9 integral dx by x plus 6 plus 14 by 9 integral dx by x minus 3. So this is equal to, now integral dx by x plus 6, we know it is log mod x plus 6 plus 14 by 9. Integral dx by x minus 3 is log mod x minus 3 plus c. So this is the given integral.